Well, hello everyone. In this video, I am doing a very low stress, no structure drawing in ink, and I'll be doing a watercolor wash over this ink sketch when I'm finished. I haven't used my fountain pen in a really long time, and I didn't want to really use a whole lot of materials. I was trying to de-stress after what seemed like a very hard day, even though there wasn't a whole lot of like negative things that happened or anything. It was just the vibe. Everything just seemed like a big struggle for no apparent reason. So usually when I feel like that and I need to de-stress, I will try to make some art that doesn't have a whole lot of intention or, expected outcome. And I'll usually reach for a material that I've missed or, haven't used in a while. So this is the Moon Man fountain pen. It has a FUDE. I don't know how to pronounce this word. It's spelled F-U-D-E. It could be FUDE, it could be food, but it looks like FUDE to me. It has a little bent foot-shaped nib, and it can get extremely wide lines, and it dumps a lot of very wet ink, similar to an ink brush, but it's a metal tip. It's gray ink in this pen that I filled it with. It's Lexington Gray, to be exact, by NOODLERS fountain pen ink. I have quite a few colors of these inks, and I made sure I got waterproof, and I thought gray is just a really nice color to use because it's not as harsh as black, and if you make mistakes, it's a little bit more forgiving. You can go over it a few times in one spot, make it slightly darker, and I think it's a nice cool gray too, so similar to graphite. So not a whole lot to say about this little piece of artwork here, except that I had to think really deliberately, and I went somewhat slow with my strokes and my placement. Even though the video sped up slightly, I was going a little slower than usual, and you can probably see a little bit more of my process, a little easier. So yeah, I'll just tell you about the colors that I used for the watercolor portion, and then I will let you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and hopefully it's just as relaxing and de-stressing to you as it was to me. Daniel Smith watercolors and my little handmade portable watercolor palette. I have an array of different browns. I call this my portrait palette when I first made it. Has a few earthy reds, 2 cool colors, a naphthalide maroon, which is basically like a burnt umber if it was purple, and Payne's gray. So I think that I predominantly used the Italian deep ochre for the skin tone, and some burnt sienna, and yeah, did a couple layers. This is mixed media paper. So it doesn't take a whole lot of water, but I was pushing my limits here. It dries rather fast, so you can go back into it a couple of times, and I don't know, you can get like 3 or 4 layers out of it as long as they're not heavy washes. But if you're familiar with the ink and watercolor wash style, then you're of just watercoloring some light washes over ink and just trying to get some tonal values, not being too precise, and it gives that, kind of gives a little bit more of that watercolory look because the ink is real stable and it stays where you put it, so you can get a little bit more wild with the watercolor. And yeah, so I will let you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and I hope y'all are having a relaxing day and staying warm. This time of year is I think that's what's mostly rough for me. It's just the time of year. I'm like, wake me up in May, you know? Okay, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please consider it at least. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.